Yu-Gi-Oh! A series that has excited fans since its creation in 1996. However, the current state of the game has left it confusing for new players to attempt to enter, with over 60 different booster sets and countless other products as well. To this end, an ex-competitive player shall take on the challenge of attempting to get back into the game. He shall receive £30 to spend on cards. However, he can only spend it on sealed product, with no trading or purchase of single cards allowed. He must rely on his own hands, luck, and the heart of the cards to provide what he needs. Welcome to Breaking the Seal.
That was a nice shower. Now let's finally look at getting that Zombie World structure deck. Right. Now let's look at getting that Zombie World structure deck. There. Magic Madhouse. Oh, out of stock. Well, let's go Chaos Cards. Out of stock and twice the price. Okay, let's try Amazon. Oh, they've got it in stock. Oh. £30. No, by our old friend eBay. Oh, they've got one there. There's top listing. Ooh, and it's got 3 available. Hey. I have many questions. Less. Someone hoarded 253 of the zombie structure decks. Well, better help them out with their stock. I guess it just means then that next week I'll have €36 transfer. Exchange rate be about £11 each, I guess. So I guess next week I'll just have £3 less to spend with. Oh well, let's do it. Well, it took about 2 weeks, but here it is, all the way from Slovenia. Or I think it's Slovenia, or maybe Slovenia. I don't know countries of the world. It's the order that we should have got. It's our zombie worlds or zombie hordes. The tape's here to blur out the postage deliveries, but the box is a bit ripped, but oh well. Right, let's get our stuff. I mean, the box is a bit dinged up, but come out of the packaging, you thing. That's 2. Come on. That's 3. I mean, the boxes are a tiny bit beat up, but that's probably just because of how they were posted. Not going to open up all 3 on camera because there's no point. There's 3 of them, you know. But let's open up 1. Come on. They always put this little tiny bit of cardboard inside the box just to annoy you. kind of tells you how old this structure deck is. It's got an advertisement card in it for Duel Links. And that's like, I don't know, a couple of years old by now. Thankfully, made sure we got them in English. So, open this up. Need a little box or something to put the rubbish in. That's a card advertising Duel Links. It's Duel Links. Most people have played it by now. Okay, deck. We have Red Eye Zombie Necro Dragon. Level 7? Yep, level 7 Synchro Monster. Requires generic monsters. Gains 100 attack and defense for each zombie monster on the field and in the graveyards. So, I can get that out. That's actually probably going to see some use. Whenever another zombie is destroyed by battle, you can special summon a zombie from either graveyard or to your field. This could see some potential use if I can get this and Eldritch out in the field. Could see some things happening. Tatsu Necro, level 3 tuner. It is normal summoned or set. Will be used as a synchro monster. This normal summon or set monster will use a synchro. You can use something in your hand as the other material. Normal summon this, uses effect. Use a level 4 in my hand. Bring out that boy. If you do, all materials must be banished. Cannot special summon monsters except zombies. Don't think that's really going to be affecting us in any way. We're a zombie deck. The big boy, Doom King Baladrock. During the standby phase, if a face-up field spell is active, this card's in the graveyard, you can special summon it in defense mode. You can only special summon it once per turn using that effect. Once per chain, when a zombie activates his effect, quick effect, I can negate the effect or banish a monster on field or grave. So if I've got this out, play Zombie World, all my opponent's monsters are now zombies, they try and activate their effects, Baladrock, once my turn goes, no, go away, or negate or banished, whatever. Necro World Banshee. Zombie worlds cannot be destroyed by card effects, and neither player can target it with card effects, and you can banish this card to activate a zombie world directly from hand or deck. Glow Up Bloom. Not sure whether or not I should really mention it, because to my knowledge it's currently banned. I'll need to check, but there we go. Kasha. Can't be normal summon a set. I have to control 2 or more zombies to special summon it. If it's special summon, shuffle as many cards on the field as possible into the deck, and it gains 1,000 attack for each thing shuffled. Probably never going to see the use or the light of day. Red Eye Zombie Dragon. Contribute it by tributing a single zombie. When it destroys a zombie monster, I can special summon it. Malevolent Mech Goku N. I can normal summon it without tributing. If I do it that way, it gets sent to the graveyard and I take its original attack damage of 2/4. This card must be the only zombie on the field to activate and to resolve this effect. So I can normal summon it, but so long as I have another zombie on the field, it just stays out as a 2/4 beat stick. Endless Decay. If I have 2,000 or less, I can special summon it. If this card is normal or special summoned, this card has attack that becomes half the opponent's life points. I mean, it's useful, but probably not going to be seeing any use in the deck. Paladin of the Cursed Dragon, level 4 zombie. Once per turn, I can target a level 4 lower zombie monster in the opponent's graveyard that was destroyed by battle and special summon it. Mortal Ruler. Cannot be special summoned. I can tribute it, target a zombie ward in the graveyard and add it to hand. Zombie Master, level 4. Discard a monster from my hand to the graveyard, special summon a level 4 or lower zombie. Tristan, Knight of the Underworld. This card is normal summoned. I can target a zombie with 0 defense in the graveyard, add it to hand. Gains 300 attack if I control the zombie monster. Mizuki. Banish this thing from the graveyard, target any zombie in my graveyard, special summon it. Gozuki. During the main phase, I can send a zombie monster from the deck to the graveyard. If this guy is sent to the graveyard, I can banish it one zombie in my graveyard except Gozuki to special summon a zombie from my hand. Shuten Doji. Once per turn, I can either banish 2 zombies from the graveyard to draw a card, or target a banished zombie and put it on top of the deck. Pyramid Turtle. If it's destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, special summon a zombie with 2k or less defense. So, maybe, but to my knowledge, Eldritch has 3k defense, so Pyramid Turtle not going to be very helpful in that regard. Goblin Zombie. If it inflicts battle damage, send the top card of your opponent's graveyard deck to the graveyard. If that thing is sent to the graveyard, add a zombie with 1/2 defense or less from my deck to hand. Isolde, Belle of the Underworld. I control Tristan, Knight of the Underworld, which was that weird one. Where did I put it? That thing. If I summon that, if I have control of that, I can special summon this. Cannot be special summoned any other ways. I can target 2 zombie monsters and declare a level between 5 and 8. They become that level, and I cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except zombies. So pretty much get that out and any other zombie, target them both, make them the same level, can do overlay plays. Shiranui Solitaire. Can contribute a zombie monster to special a zombie tuner with 0 defense from the deck. If he's banished, I can target a banished Shiranui, except so that Shiranui Solitaire, up to 2 if Shiranui blah 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 blah, special summon them. Don't really have any Shiranuis. Unizombie, we got better upgrades of that from the deck, so the fact the Eldritch came in, Secret Slayer, so don't need to bother. Marionette Might, discard it to the graveyard, target a fiend or zombie and the opponent controls, take control of it to the end phase. Beast of the Pharaoh, if this is sent to the graveyard for a synchro summon, you can target a level 4 or lower zombie in the graveyard, special summon it. Meh. Scapegoat. Flip it, special summon any number of black sheep tokens. Kind of surprised that this isn't seeing more play back when links were a thing, because set it, flip it, special summon 4 sheep tokens, you've then got 4 monsters, 4 potentially 5 monsters that you can link with. Now onto the spells, put those things way up here. Zombie Necronize, level 5 or higher zombie monsters on the field, target something my opponent controls, take control of it until the end phase. During my opponent's main phase, during my main phase, if that thing's in the graveyard, I can special banish a zombie from the deck. Shuffle 1 banished zombie into the deck, and if I do, set that thing, but banish it when it leaves the field. Okay, that's very neat. Zombie Power Struggle. Target a zombie on the field. It gains 1,000 or loses 1,000. During the main phase, if this thing's in the graveyard, shuffle a banished zombie from the deck into the deck. If I do, set that card. Same as Necronize. Zombie World. Everything is zombies. Nobody can play special tribute things except zombies. Overpowering Eye. Target a zombie with 2k or less. It can attack directly. Book of Life. Target a zombie in my graveyard and a monster in my opponent's graveyard. Special summon mine, banish theirs. Call of the Mummy. Once per turn I can special summon a zombie from my hand. I just need to have no things to activate it. Foolish Burial. We've got the alternate art from the shop, so we don't need to bother with that. Monster Gate. Tribute a monster, excavate things so I can get something that can be normal summoned. And if I do, send the excavated cards to the graveyard. Drag down into the grave, reveal that both players reveal their hands, each player chooses a card from the opponent's hand and discards them both. Then they both draw one. Burial from the different dimension. Target 3 banished monsters. Target up to 3 banished monsters, sorry. Send them to the graveyard. Shared Ride. For the rest of the turn, each time a card is added from the main deck or graveyard to my opponent's hand, except by drawing them, I get to draw one. Return of Zombies. Banish a zombie monster on the field, then special summon a zombie monster from the graveyard of the player who controlled it to their field in defense mode. That could possibly see some uses. Haunted Shrine. If I control no monsters, target a zombie. 1 second, I just need to shift my positioning. Oh, sorry, it's making it a bit awkward to sit there. Haunted Shrine. If I control no monsters, target one zombie monster in the graveyard, special summon it. If I control no monsters, I can banish that card to the graveyard, target a zombie in the graveyard, special summon it. I mean, there's better revival cards. It pretty much reads like Call the Haunted, but I have to have no monsters. Trap of the Imperial Tomb. Whenever a zombie is special summoned from my opponent's graveyard to my field, target 2 cards in the field and blow them up. Meh. Needlebug Nest. Send the top 5 cards from my deck to the graveyard. No, I need the cards in my deck, thank you. Metaverse. Target, if it take a field spell from my deck, either activate it or put it in hand. Anti-spell fragrance. Neither player, both of us have to set a spell before we can activate it. Finally, Mask of Restrict. No tributes. So, yeah, this is a fairly powerful thing. I'm pretty sure it's made the Eldritch deck that we're going to be building significantly more powerful. But, give me a moment to open up the packs, look at the deck, do some modifications. We'll see what kind of monstrosity we can create. So back in just a second. Right, I had a little bit of help from Arjan on Hardline Joe's forums and Discord with actually creating the list for our current deck. So let's get into it. First monster. Eldritch the Golden Lord, our 1 copy. Like, the main reason we're deciding we're going zombies at the moment. Next monster. Playset of Doom King Baladrock. The zombie's big boy. As long as you've got a field spell in the field, special summon him during the standby phase. Get a free negate. Next monster. 1 Jacobolin. I've noticed in doing a couple of hands, a little combo you can do is special summon a Jacobolin by discarding a Baladrock, get the field spell up during my opponent's standby phase. Baladrock attempts to summon if my opponent negates. During their main phase, I can use Jacobolin's effect to bring out the Baladrock anyway. And let me double check, does it say in defense mode? No, just in any way. Neat. I mean, it only stays around for 1 turn, but I mean, if Baladrock really, I shouldn't. It's level 8. Hopefully soon I'll be able to get a couple of late exceeds. Next monster. A playset of Unizombie. The generic thing. Pitch any zombie, make it level 4. Discard any zombie, make it level 4 or 5, and it's a tuner. Next up, 2 copies of Glow Up Bloom. This card sent to the graveyard, add any level 5 or higher zombie, so Bolin, Baladrock, or Eldritch, Golden Boy. What's the other effect of this thing? Or if Zombie Wars activate, I can summon it instead. So, result. I mean, it locks me into zombies, but oh well. Next up, 1 copy of Necroworld Banshee. I'm iffy on playing 1. I might try and buff up to 2, but get this in the graveyard somehow, banish it, activate Zombie World. Pretty basic. Shiranui Solitaire. Should be a zombie, possibly this one. Let's summon any other zombie. 9 times out of 10, you kind of want to be going for Unizombie to pitch stuff to the graveyard and then start shenanigans going on. Hand traps, we've got 2 Ash Blossoms and Joyous Springs, Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit, Ghost Mourner and Moonlight Chill, and and apart from Ghost Ogre, the only other non-zombie monster in the deck, Fiend Effect Veiler. So, playing 6 hand traps, is that 5? 5 hand traps. To the spells. Play set of Zombie World. Everything on the field and graveyard becomes a zombie. Pretty self-explanatory. Opponent can't tribute things apart from zombies. So, if I can get this out on the field and keep it out, this can actually screw over Adamantispators, because Researcher can only special summon itself if you have a rock monster. And I think Explorer, is it Explorer? Blue Head one, I think it is. Explorer can only special summon himself with an Adamantipator, but Researcher, the main power of their deck, needs a rock. And Zombie World says no. 1 copy of Cursed Edland, pay 100, grab a zombie, but grab an Eldritch or a Golden Land card, and if this is sent to graveyard, send a Eldritch or Golden Land card from deck to grave. I mean, it does lock me into only being able to attack with zombies, but oh no, what a shame, the deck is zombies. Next up, 1 copy of Eldritch of Black Awakening. I wish I had more of this thing. Get free Golden Boy, pretty much. Next up, 2 copies of Eldritch of White Destiny. So possibly set that to my opponent's standby phase or draw phase, flip it, and drop Golden Boy on the field. Next up, playset of Eldritch of Scarlet Sanguine. I was talking to a couple of people and they reckon that Scarlet Sanguine is the most likely card to be banned when it comes to the September list, if Eldritch are going to be hit. I mean, they reckon that there's not going to be a hit in September because there's been no tournaments, so there's no way to actively play with this deck legally. I mean, there's like Edo Pro and stuff, but currently not being recognised in the remote duel thing that Konami's been playing around with, which is a weird format. They're pretty much going, yes, you can play online, but you can only do it through, I think, the Switch game, Duel Links, and I can't remember what the other one is. Oh well. Next up, playset of Conquistador of the Gold Lands. Activate it. Oops, sorry, it's a bit late. Activate it, bring it out as a level 5 monster in defense mode. 500 attack, 800 defense. Still treat it as a trap. And if I have Golden Boy out, I can destroy a face-up card in the field. And during the end phase, I can banish it to set any Eldritch spell trap card for directly from the deck. Of which we have 6. Sorry, for a second now I forgot that Scarlet Sanguine is an Eldritch. Next up, 2 copies of Huequero. This guy specials himself as a level 5 800 attacker or 1/5 defense. Then if I control Eldritch, banish any card in the graveyard, so DD Crow effect. You can banish it, set any Eldritch spell and trap card directly from the deck. Now one copy of Guardian of the Golden Lands. I'm personally a tiny bit iffy on this. Like, the reasoning for playing it was explained to me, and I kind of agree with it, in that you can bring it out as a 2/5 defense. Yeah, just a 2/5 defense wall, and then make up your opponent something. Is it the battle phase? Oh yeah, because you can bring this out during the battle phase, make your opponent's monsters attack 0. So that is just a big wall. 1 Golden Lands Forever. I kind of want to pop that up to 2 because just a negate is neat. And speaking of negates, playset of Solemn Judgment. Personally, I'm really iffy on paying half my life to get a single negate, but beggars can't be choosers, and we don't really have any other negate cards except for one copy of Solemn Strike. So, working with what I've got. That's it for the main deck. Extra deck hasn't really changed much. I mean, jiggled around with a couple of things and moved some stuff. Bryonak, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. Metaphys Horus, just because generic level 6 could potentially make it. Clearwing Fast Dragon. Black Rose Dragon. Red Eye Zombie Necro Dragon from the starter deck. Probably what I'm going to try and go into more, because make it out with Zombie World. Any monsters in the deck yard, but any monsters in the graveyard apart from Effect Veiler and Ghost Ogre can mean more attack for this boy. Scarlight Red Dragon Archfiend, generic, just blow shit up when it attacks. Dragite. Within this deck, Dragite wouldn't really. I'm not sure whether or not to go for the. The Excavating 5 effect doesn't really help this deck, but it's still a generic level 8, and it has a. I believe Ghost Mourner is a water monster. Yeah, Ghost Mourner is a water. And if I have that in graveyard, I can have Dragite negate being alive. Scarlight Spark Dragon, generic level 8 monster. Once per turn, target face-up card can't be destroyed. Result, get that out with Zombie World. Neat. Light Dragon at Ignista. I think, to my knowledge, Light Dragon at Ignista kind of become a very good generic rank 4. Mainly because of the effect that if a monster, it's destruction protection, and you can detach a card to blow up things. So it could either work as a pop and battle negation, destruction negation, or just lots of destruction protection. Silent Honor Arc, everybody knows what this card does. Detach 2 materials, steal a monster, basic stuff. There is a generic. Castel, detach 1, bounce the face of monster, generic rank 4. Tornado Dragon, once per turn as a quick effect, detach 1, blow up a spell and trap card, generic. Abyss Dweller, don't really want to be doing it because oh no, it only affects my opponent. Yeah, against possibly like a mirror match, I don't know. Then the only 2 links we play, and yes, I know they're both link 4, but I don't care. Boral Sword Dragon, because it's very good and has a link 4, sorry. Saryuja Skull Dread, because another good generic link 4. I'm definitely not expecting to get the link to be able to go up to link 4, but who knows what could happen. My opponent could play stuff like Black Garden, and I have all the tokens to be able to do shenanigans with them. Who knows? Yeah, that's the deck as it stands currently. Leave a couple of comments about what you think below. Any possible ideas that you might want me to explore. We'll see what happens and see what we get next week. That's if it arrives in time. Anyway, thank you for watching, and goodbye.